Hey there, Virgo, and welcome to your July 2017 monthly general reading with Divine Love Tarot. Right, I want to thank you for joining me. If this is your first time with me, I really appreciate you clicking. And if you're returning from another video, then thanks for joining me again. All right, so this month I've started doing general readings, and they're going to be just a 5-card spread, okay? 4 cards that represent your weekly energies, 1 card that represents the overview of the relationship or the underlying issue, okay? And for these readings, I'll also be pulling clarifiers if I need to, okay? So I've already shuffled the cards, so let's go ahead and get started. Your first card is the Three of Pentacles. Next card is the Seven of Swords in reverse. Your next card is the Chariot. Then you have the Four of Wands in reverse, okay? And your underlying energy for the month is the Queen of Wands. So let's go ahead and get started with the Three of Pentacles, okay? So the Three of Pentacles represents collaboration, represents teamwork, okay? This card says that progress is being made. Threes represent the initial completion of a task or of a good plan, okay? It's initial satisfaction that you're taking steps towards a certain goal. Okay, so this card encourages you to continue to work towards your goal, all right? It can also indicate that you need help, okay, and that you can't do it alone because this is a card of teamwork, okay? So you may need to ask others for help because sometimes you can learn from the experience of others, okay? And, this card is also teaching you the importance of feedback. Sometimes there's no point of doing all this hard work if you don't ever get any feedback, whether it's, good, bad, whatever. You need to change, you need to do more, do less, whatever. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next card, which is the Seven of Swords in reverse. So the Seven of Swords in reverse is basically saying that someone who betrayed you will be exposed, okay? And if no one betrayed you, then you might be exposed for betraying someone. But this card at the core represents some type of mental challenges, okay, that you need to break free from. You are finding it difficult to take the first step in a new direction, all right? You may need to break free from old habits, old ways of thinking, so anything, that's holding you back, all right? And if you are involved in an extramarital affair, you're maybe growing tired of the charade, tired of the lying and the hiding and the games. You want this relationship to possibly be out in the open. That's just one indicator of this card. But, the Seven of Swords upright reversed, it really doesn't ever represent a positive energy within a relationship or your life. Okay, so there's been some sneakiness going on in some aspect of your life that is going to be exposed, whether you've been doing the sneaking or someone else has been doing the sneaking. And the reason why I said relationships is because the Seven of Swords usually indicates an issue within a relationship. But let's go ahead and clarify that, okay? And we have the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups says that this is the Fate card, okay? So this could be saying that fate is on your side and let things run their course, okay? But this also can indicate wishful thinking or that you've been overindulging, okay? Let's try to clarify some more. And we get the Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, so the Three of Wands is saying be careful what you wish for. Okay, so you may have gotten something you wanted, or you're getting something that you wanted, but it's not without repercussions, okay? So maybe you are sneaking. Maybe it is you that's sneaking around. You're overindulging in something, okay, behind someone's back. Or you're possibly going to be found out for whatever it is, all right? Because the Three of Wands is saying that you can basically, that this is some type of chaos, all right? Or there may be delays or blockages for you obtaining your goals, okay? you're struggling to put plans into action. So, um, you know what? Let's go one more time. So the Eight of Wands in reverse, and all these wands in reverse represent stagnation. Okay, either a lack of ability to complete a plan or put plans into action. Okay, so the Eight of Wands in reverse means that you could be feeling guilty about a past decision. This also represents significant delays, which are causing you to be frustrated. If you decide to charge ahead, okay, because this represents fast movement. So things, whatever this is in reverse, it means a delay. All right, but if you try to push ahead, then you may be prone to mistakes. All right, so this card could be telling you to hold off on whatever plan of action you have until things are more stable. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the Chariot and see what the rest of the reading says. But this particular week, there's been there's something sudden. You've been found out suddenly. You have to react. You can't react as quickly as you would like to, okay, because this is in reverse. So we move on to the Chariot, okay? So going into the third week of the month, the Chariot is basically control, willpower, okay? This is a victory and this maybe asserting yourself. This card represents determination and basically overcoming opposition, or you will need to apply strength and willpower in order to overcome any obstacles or challenges in your way. All right? You will be successful at attaining your goals as long as you stay focused. This card says that maybe asserting yourself and you need to be a little bit more bold. You need to express your needs. All right. Or you may also need to come to terms with your aggression. Okay. So when we get to the overview and we discuss the Queen of Wands and her particular personality, maybe that is one of the factors for this whole entire month is your aggression that you may need to work on. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on to the Four of Wands in reverse. So at the end of the month, okay, there seems to be some type of breakdown in communication or a lack of harmony in your family life, okay? It could be tension between family members, or your home situation may be a little bit unstable, okay? You could be going through a time of transition where there's a lot of instability, okay? And so you could feel unstable. There could be multiple changes going in your life at once, maybe a new job, a new living situation, the end of a relationship, so many things happening at one time that you just kind of feel off balance or you're unsure about your future, okay? So, we can go ahead and clarify this Four of Wands to see what is going on, okay? So you get the Two of Wands in the upright. So the Two of Wands in the upright means stepping outside your comfort zone, okay? Discovering new things, exploring new experiences. You are considering your long-term goals, but you need to plan ahead, all right? You need to decide between sticking with what you know and maybe taking a risk. Let's see. I need more. Okay, so we have the King of Swords in reverse. So the King of Swords in reverse represents someone who's cold, someone who's shrewd, maybe manipulative, could be abusive, someone who misuses their power, okay, or their authority. This person could be manipulative and persuasive in order to fulfill selfish needs. Okay, they have a very sharp tongue. This could be you, or this could be someone in your life, all right? This person may be charming, but they only do harm, okay? They only have their best interest in mind, and this person can be considered like a loose cannon. Also, this card can represent that there's a lack of diversity in your options. All right, so if it's not a person and this card represents your energy, you feel like you don't have a lot of options and you're still trying to make some sort of decision. And it's a possible lack of direction due to a lack of mental clarity. All right, so You know, we do have a lot of wands in this reading, okay? So there's a lot of energy, but there's a lot of stagnant energy also, okay? Because the Three of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Four of Wands are all in the reverse. So basically, there's something that you want to do, but you're just not able to get it off the ground, all right? Because maybe you don't have a clear plan, right? Which is what this card is calling for. And if you don't have that plan, or possibly you're encountering someone who is manipulating your situation, if okay, because if your home life is unstable and there's someone who is in a position of authority that could help you, but instead of helping you, they're using you, then you're yeah, you're of course this would be in the reverse. But let me clarify that a little bit more. Okay, so now we go from the King of Swords to the Knight of Rods. So this could be a fire sign person, okay, a fire sign energy that perhaps is also impulsive. Okay, this person could be hasty, ruthless, have high expectations. This person can be dominating, pushy, overbearing, and not usually out of malice, where this person is very malicious. Okay, this person is purposefully doing things to hurt you and whatever. This person can be selfish, can be manipulative, but it's usually just because they are selfish and not because they're trying to hurt you in either way. All right, but at their worst, because everyone has varying degrees, they can be very selfish and they can be manipulative. So you're dealing with either two different people who are manipulating you or manipulating your situation because they know that you need their help. Um, if this represents yourself, though, it's saying that you're setting your expectations for yourself too high and that you are struggling to achieve your expectations, okay? Stop trying to please everyone. And you may also just be frustrated at your lack of progress. So I kind of feel like this may be you, since the Queen of Wands is representing the energy for the month. So maybe your response to this person, because they are manipulating you, you're reacting now, and you're frustrated. Okay, you're frustrated. You're trying to do something. There's some plans that you have that are just not getting off of the ground. Okay, so we clarify that again. We get the Five of Swords. This is the card of defeat and conflict, tension, disagreements with others that may lead to hostility. Okay, even though you may win the conflict or the argument or whatever, you win it at the cost of maybe alienating yourself from others. Okay, so Virgo, there's something is going on here. Something is going on here that you have to decide whether you're going to stay in or you're going to get out. It could have something to do with work. It could have something to do with a relationship. The Eight of Cups. Okay. So, the Eight of Cups equals disappointments, withdrawals, sadness, disappointment at your current lack of progress. So the bottom line here is that you want to do something. You want to move on from a situation, but you are unable to. Even though you are determined. There's some determination here because this card is telling you to this is a determined energy, okay? So it's like you're trying and you're trying, but you're just not making any progress. It could be with a particular person. It could be with this Knight of Swords, okay? And because of that, you may need to move on and you may know you need to move on, but you're unable to make the first steps. You're not even sure of how to make those first steps. Okay, because the Queen of Wands, she's determined, she's exuberant, she's warm, she's not afraid to demonstrate her power. Okay, this person won't shy away from a challenge. Focused on getting your desire or intending to get what you want. So this card says that you need to be bold and courageous, but stay optimistic and confident. Okay, now this card can also represent someone who's stubborn and may burn themselves out trying to pursue a goal, which seems like that is what's happening right now. Okay, so yeah, you may be determined, but if you're stubborn, this also represents someone who can have a fiery temper, someone who can have like, sudden outbursts of the temper. So, you know, this card could be guiding you and telling you to try to be a little bit more positive. But all that I'm seeing here, Virgo, is that you want to move forward, okay? You are willing to cooperate with something or someone, but you possibly have found out that someone has betrayed you, okay? Or you are the one who's having, so there's different things, of course, because there's different energies here. So you are willing to cooperate within a relationship, but someone has betrayed you, okay? And you wish that things were a certain way, but in reality, there's a lack of progress. There's no movement going forward in this situation, no positive movement. You are determined, however, or in order to accomplish anything, you're going to have to be focused and determined. But maybe you're not focused. Maybe something is causing you to be unfocused, because the King of Swords in reverse is a lack of mental clarity. Okay? Um, you know, your home life is unstable. You have to make a decision about stepping out of your comfort zone. Okay? So what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling is you need to leave a situation. Okay, even though you might be fighting to stay within the situation, or you may, okay, I take that back. You are determined to get out of the situation, but there's someone who is manipulating. There's someone who's manipulating you. Okay, so whether it's one of these people or whether this represents the negative energies of one person, but someone's manipulating you. There's lots of conflict and tension, and you're ready to walk away. Okay, you're ready to move on, but you need the clarity to do so. Okay, so Virgo, this is the point of where I'm going to stop this reading, and if this is resonating with you in any way and you want to continue, then you can hit me up for a personal reading, and I can focus on your particular energies. And this does seem to coincide a little bit with your monthly love reading, because I'm trying to look at it. I'm trying to see it from another perspective. Say this is a work situation. Either way, whether it's a relationship, whether it's work, or whether it's a family issue, you need to move in a new direction, okay? And someone is blocking that progress. Something or someone is blocking that progress, okay? So Virgo, if this reading resonated with you at all, please let me know in the comments, okay? Thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. And, I'd love to hear from you guys, okay? So hopefully you're managing to enjoy your summer. The energy in this reading was heavy. Your readings have been heavy. I just have to say that, since last month. So I wish that you guys find some time to get some relaxation and enjoyment into your life. Okay, Virgo, see you at the next reading. Bye.